And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Problem.
Ready?
When I see Jacob Batot, and DJ Lou is on the wheels, and Black Lou's working the computer because Christine left town for Vegas this morning.
What if they found her like Lamar Odom, just in a whorehouse, almost dead?
She had a heart attack from Viagra.
Yeah.
From truck stop Viagra.
The lube fucking got into her. She's like, this woman, we found her half dead at a male whorehouse.
Christine deserves a male whorehouse gangbang. She's been busting her ass, man.
So she's out in Vegas for Skankfest. This is the Bonfire.
This is the Bonfire.
Sirius XM Faction Talk 103. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson.
It's our pre-record, so it's Tuesday technically.
It's a boys' day. It's boys' week.
Boys' week.
Boys' week all
We
week.
haven't really done anything about it either.
I mean, besides touching wieners at commercial breaks.
Yeah, but besides that,
Captain,
we usually do that every time she goes to the bathroom.
We Captain Planet our wieners. I go, fire, water, and then we all smush heads in the middle.
The 5 elements.
And then Christine paints herself blue, and she goes, I'm Captain Planet.
Yeah, stop littering. Yeah, man, this is her week. This is her Super Bowl.
Yeah. We ride the team bus out on Thursday.
Yeah. I'm going out Thursday.
We really should have got jumpsuits.
I wonder if we're on the same flight.
I'm going out of Newark on United.
I dealt it up.
Me and Black Lou might be on the same flight.
We might be.
I dealt it up.
JFK
sucks.
I got a month left. I got about
your thoughts?
a month left to flying out of Newark.
I'm going Delta on Thursday. When are you going?
Yeah, it's morning early.
Yeah, mine's 8 something.
That might be it, buddy.
Damn.
You know what? I could find out right now.
Dan, when are you taking your flight, sir?
Let's do a little flight talk. What about you, Lou? Where are you coming from out of Jersey?
JFK.
I'm walking.
I got a guy with a Toyota.
JetBlue JFK. You're probably on with Justin.
11 a.m.
Oh, that's going to be fun. He's got some himbos ideas he wants to talk to you about.
All right.
When am I investing in this new kettlebell I invented?
I'm really excited.
You know, I'm not a fan, Justin.
My flight is at 10:37 a.m., landing in Vegas at 1:04 p.m.
Okay. My flight's at 10:37 a.m.
That's great.
Landing at 1:04, baby. Black Lou and I are on the same plane.
That's awesome.
I'm 11 a.m.
Am I the only jerk off going at 8 in the morning?
Yeah, dude.
Can I tell you something? It's not a jerk off move. I'm actually jealous because I'd like to get there a little bit earlier.
At
but I get there
6:38 on Sunday morning.
I get there at 2. It gives me a couple hours to get ready. I'll be
Are you on the same
rested.
flight back? Yeah. All right, hell yeah. Well, Black Lou and I are going to Vegas together.
Damn, you're going to shoo him away when you're sitting in first class?
I go, not now. I go, I have to do it. I have to do it under my breath. No,
yeah.
Not now.
You start singing Rosa Parks as he has to walk by you.
Or I go super left and try to be woke. I go, it's not fair.
Take my seat.
And make a big spectacle of it.
A white man is taking a black man's shitty seat and giving him his first class seat.
I want you all to clap for me.
I'm flying out at 11. I actually don't love that. It's actually a shittier time to get to JFK. Damn. I wish I was on that earlier one.
You know what's great about the Las Vegas airport? The slots are juiced.
Are they?
So you should always play slots when you're at the Las Vegas airport.
Really?
Yeah, because my buddy told me, like, I have multiple friends that live in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about Las Vegas people, they just know griffs. They just know how to...
This could still be just lore, though. You know, it's like saying, like in Philly, if you say something, if you're wearing a Cowboys jersey, like you're dead on the street.
I've done it enough to where either I just got lucky and it proved it, but he said that the reason the slots at the airport are juiced is because they want...
excited.
It gets you excited if you land and you do one and you win, then you go out there being like, I'm going to gamble. And if you lose and you go and you do it, like if you have a bad trip in Vegas and then you do it on the way out and you win, you're like,
I'll come back to Vegas.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It makes sense, theoretically. I bet there's no
proof. There's
no evidence of that at all. They also say the slots by the doors. So people hear them going off when you're coming in, but it's...
I was told
it would make sense to do that, but like they're not doing anything to give you some money.
I was told that at the same age in the same year. I think it was like 2002, the same year that my friend told me 9/11 was an inside job and showed me loose change.
Nice.
So I was
big year for you. You didn't believe anybody anymore.
Now I believed everything.
Your mom was like, "Dan, it's dinner time." You're like, "Is it though?
What is dinner? Is dinner just a social construct that you can move money?"
I mean, it really is. Why can't I have steak and potatoes in the morning?
Can I tell you that I never believed loose change truly believed it because the voiceover job was so bad. Do you remember that kid's voice? He was like, on that Tuesday morning. And you're like, he sounds like a high school kid. And then it's just like a YouTube video.
There was an extended version of it too I watched. But here's the thing. With like those conspiracy theories, the problem is you've never watched someone telling you conspiracy that sounds rational at all, and the people that debunk them always are just like, you just are going to believe them, to me at least.
Always.
I believe them because they're like, yeah, I know jet fuel burn, whatever, but like they weren't made to withstand a jet fuel explosion. Do you know what I mean? Like they just tell you this is why. It goes, how come there was no parts of the plane, whatever? It's like they were pulverized on contact. You know what I mean? Like they just have reasons. It's like, this is why, clearly, you know? And
I always trust those people
are,
with that energy too. When someone has that energy where they're like, it's actually just this. And it's like a simple explanation. You're like, yeah.
Jacob won't watch any of the debunkers of the UFO things because those guys they redo half of it and show it to you.
Jacob, maybe we should sit down and watch it and see if we can be reformed.
I'll watch.
From being believers.
Because right now, when you want to see something and believe it, you have. It was the stupidest. Do you remember the one that got me, the debunk? Because I started telling everybody about it.
I've done that so many times with stupid shit that I have no idea if it's true.
Early internet, though.
I just did it on a radio show where I was like, the slots in the Las Vegas airport are juiced. FYI, hot tip. What does it say? But what happens when someone hits a jackpot in an airport slot machine with about 40 million guests traveling through McCarran each year? It happens fairly often. In 2015, according to IGT, 2 people have hit $1 million payouts on the airport's Wheel of Fortune slots.
By the way, that said, what it's saying is actually true. It actually does resolve itself if you think about it. The airport's the most concentration of people. They're being used the most.
True. That is very true. So the numbers move
These
faster.
few slots are being used. It's like a small, tiny casino with
not
all
a big
the
airport.
People that are there.
Yeah. That's great.
But
well, I'll tell you what, Jacob, you're getting there early. Why don't you fucking handle those slots until we all land?
Yeah. Let us know when you hit $1 million. We'll get you back for the investment. And then we'll split it, and then we're going to the Spearmint Rhino.
Yeah, so but with conspiracy theories, I always am, I'm a mark. That's why I'm a wrestling fan.
Well, the one I want to tell you about the beginning of the internet, like, well, not beginning of the internet, but early, YouTube and stuff like that, and it was a video of, like, a ghost girl, and, like, you see her running, like, around a corner of a thing, and then she, like, he's getting closer to the corner, like, she peeks out again. Very creepy.
I remember that.
And then 2 seconds later, when he turns the corner, she's not there at all. And it was like, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And I mean, told people. And then by the third person I told, they were like, oh, yeah, watch. I promise if you type in that debunked. And then they just show it. Like, it's so obvious, of course. Like, when he turns the corner, she's little, so she just runs out this way.
Yeah.
He holds the camera up high enough that she just dips, like, kind of under him and goes away. And I'm like, yeah.
It's just funny to know.
But I was just like, what? I'm like, whoa.
It's funny.
She's in thin air.
It's funny to think of all these spooky things. Trish, not right now.
Trish.
But it's funny to think about all these spooky things or whatever. It's just people pulling a penny from your ear, and you're like, oh, but watching these videos, and you're like, or conspiracy theories, it really is just that. And I'm like, oh my, can you believe that?
I've never seen one wacky claim, or even just like alternate claim that seems a little off, you know, the map, that someone hasn't been able to look at me and go like, listen, dude, I hate to break your bubble here, but it's light refraction.
We were going to talk about, today on the show, we were going to talk about the Army Hammer documentary on Discovery ID, House of Hammer.
Another conspiracy.
I just kept, if you didn't,
Hammer.
I was always thinking Hammer. We have to get some MC Hammer.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt me.
Yeah, don't tie me up. Oh, tie that knot.
Was the album called Please, Hammer, Don't Hurt Him?
Yeah. It was called Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. Army Hammer,
Army Hammer coming into
the fucking sideways.
He's getting ready to bite your knee off.
There he goes.
He comes and dancing the sideways one.
After he ties you up, he makes you watch MC Hammer dancing.
The shaky legs is the best one.
Yeah. She goes, he called me one of his 357 girls.
Hammer, how you do it? Hammer, how you do it? Hammer, 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 how you do it?
He moves into the too legit to quit. Hey! This documentary is on Discovery Plus. What's it called?
I'd like to say I was ahead of the pack on this one.
You were.
I feel like there was reluctance from the group, and I was like, you're about to watch one of the craziest stories I've ever seen of somebody so famous. This really went under the radar. It shows you how much no one gives a fuck about this guy that much.
Yeah, dude, which, by the way,
how under the
in
radar
his
this went.
movies, in the documentary you see at first, he was in all these like massive movies. Let's just get, you were right, though. You were ahead of it, and then I watched it, Jacob watched it. Did you guys get a chance to see it?
No, not yet.
Good. Then you're who we could explain the documentary to, because it's fucking
Black
wild.
Widow, make a choice. Beautiful House of an Adult Male or Discovery Plus.
Or watching Lady Pedo Hunters and Army Hammer doc. So I knew Army Hammer from this scandal. I didn't know him. Like, he didn't.
I knew the name always because I thought it was hilarious. So they said he was like the heir to something, and I was like, probably Arm & Hammer?
Yeah, Arm & Hammer baking
Nope.
soda?
Not
Oil.
involved with that at all.
Oil company.
Well, I think Arm & Hammer.
No, it is. That's his. That's what he's named, Armand Hammer.
No, but it's
No,
saying
no, I
Arm &
know.
Hammer, the baking soda that you put in your refrigerator to absorb all the smoke.
His name is actually Arm & Hammer.
Yeah.
And they have the business they're part of is nothing to do with Arm & Hammer.
Oh, I thought they did own that, and they just kind of tongue-in-cheek shortened it.
Nope.
No, I don't
How did
think
I-
so. I mean,
Unrelated.
can you look that
I
up?
thought that
I don't know
was
if
the
Armand...
thing.
I'm pretty sure unrelated. No, it's an oil company. It's oil people.
Yeah, and he but dude, that's like, it's storybook power and money.
Oh,
where you're
yeah.
like, oh, this is a rich family, and everything that happens in this documentary is what you think rich people would do, like how evil and mean they are. Occidental Petroleum, yeah, they talk about this in doc. He was he ran Occidental Petroleum, which was like a middle of the road oil company, and then Arm & Hammer. This is this is Armie Hammer's great grandfather. Turned it into a dynasty, billion-dollar dynasty. Was friends with all the world leaders.
Everyone sucked up to him.
Everyone saw
Crazy.
He has pictures. King Charles, he's now King Charles, but when he was Prince Charles and Diana, they went over there, and he was the only non-government stop.
Yeah.
Was
and they show him the pictures of smile next to everybody like, hey,
And
nice
then
to be here.
they do the stereotypical clip of Prince Charles going, they say that we're worried about money, but you cannot do anything without money. It's like the most rich guy, bad guy statement where he's like, well, the poor can't eat. And to them I say, well, try a little harder.
Should be sitting in front of a globe.
Yeah. Don't you understand? Everyone's mind is malleable. You can control them with their mind. They're stupid, led by their genitals.
So this story is the ultimate rich kid going bad. I mean, you all remember we went through the other rich kids? You'd almost want to have
Chet Hanks
like
is-
Tommy Hilfiger's kid with face tattoos and whatever dumb shit he's doing and dumb raps versus this.
It's crazy that this guy turns Chet Hanks babyface.
I'm Chet Hanks all day over Army Hammer.
Dude, white boy summer.
Go ahead, Chet Hanks. Fight those people trying to get sober at that camp.
Yeah, dude, bring God in your fists.
Dude, that
into
was
it.
so funny.
Fuck you got a problem?
He's like, you faggots want to talk about sobriety? He's
Yeah.
like, sir, my child's here.
He goes, I'll punch your bitch ass.
He's like, where's your
in the
kid? I'm going
mouth.
to kick him in his stupid face.
Yeah,
He's a pussy.
Bring that fucking waterhead over here.
Yeah.
Excuse
Hey,
me?
miss, either shut up or I'm going to stuff my cock in your mouth. All right, now, sobriety. Difficult? Sure.
White knuckle it. Do push-ups. Boom, clot.
So this kid is like top tier.
He looks,
And no one saw it coming.
he looks
Gorgeous man.
stereotypically like an 80s villain. I know that
He's
joke
American
has been,
Psycho.
Yeah, he's Patrick Bateman,
Yeah.
but he's got like the blonde hair that makes him look like, you won't win that race down the mountain.
Dan looks like he could be like a cousin of the Hammers.
Thanks, dude.
You do. You really do.
Secret
Because I
hammer.
tell you what you're pulling off. What I was going to just say about him, I say about you. For a gazillion years, as everyone knew you, shaved face, girls always loved the looks of Dan Soder. And now beard, as we all knew, pulling it off again. Now, I'm not trying to self-deprecate here. I think I look okay with my beard.
Yeah, you got a cool
take this
beard.
beard off, dude. It falls to shit.
I'm hiding behind the beard though too, because now when I do it, I'm gonna have Matthew Perry face after the pill problem. Like, and when I shave it, you're gonna be like, "Oh man,
Dude, Matthew Perry showing up to that Friends reunion was as jarring as fucking Michael J. Fox walking out with Christopher Lloyd the other day.
oh fuck, that one got you shut my throat down." He's just Matthew Perry's all jittery.
I came in, he's like, "Is this the set?" I don't even remember.
No,
He's
dude.
doing the
Oh my
punches.
god, yeah.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see the clip of bring up
What
Michael
happened?
J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd
Wait, you
reunited.
didn't see that, or you didn't see the Michael J. Fox thing?
Either one.
Oh, dude, on Skanks last night, I said I go play the Thriller music while he walks
Oh
around.
Jesus!
Oh,
Well, it's the Legion of Skanks.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's spicy bonfire.
Well, guys, it's different. It's Legion of Skanks over there. You
Yeah,
see?
it's a little hotter. We're like the, we'll give you medium heat.
He's Legion of Skanks. So I
Matthew
said,
Perry's not looking good.
Oh, Matthew Perry. No, Matthew Perry had a fucking.
"Oh, dude."
Oh, you know what? To make it our own.
He comes out. First of all, he comes out and tries to do the Angus Young guitar thing. Go back to the beginning, and then when he gets up to hug Christopher Lloyd, it's just the whole thing. Look, he can't. He just sits and stands up a bunch. Like he just has to keep moving.
Oh man, that's fucking brutal.
He was nailing it for so long. I think he got like better at one point,
I think.
and then eventually it just catches. I guess.
Yeah, I think that.
I call it like it's like Awakenings.
Yeah, it's just gonna. Here's the thing: he's got money, so I bet he could go longer. Yeah, man, that's gotta be. And if you're
Christopher Lloyd is like, "Don't get it on me, please." He was pushing him away. Like, "Okay, sit down now, you psycho."
please.
That's a bummer, man.
Brutal.
Sober, because also his cat. He always played like he was essentially sort of physical comedy.
Did he get it young? How old was he when he got it?
Pretty
Yeah,
young,
he
man.
got it young.
Pretty late 30s, early 40s,
Jesus.
right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, young. But man, I said he was. Would you consider him physical comedy? It wasn't like quite the level of like
His reactions were big.
John Ritter.
No, but he was like a big on like the way he reacted and got like frustrated.
Yeah, but I mean, his whole, I think on even Family Ties, he did a lot of kind of physical stuff.
Well, he was always exasperated. He was always like, and he was like adorable. So
dude, David Spade do a new impression of him. Get canceled.
I remember his skateboarding. He was athletic.
got it at 29, dude. 1991, he was diagnosed at the age of 29 with Parkinson's.
So what does that make him now? Hang on.
91, so that's that
39,
was 30 years ago.
49, 59, like 63?
62?
Yeah. I just got
61. All right, we're both wrong.
wrong.
We're both fucking idiots.
Damn it, we're dumb. We could have just done that instead
Anyways,
of
back to my
math.
cousin. Arm and Hammer.
Army?
What if they were like, Gary Hammer was a black sheep? I'm Julian's love child.
First of all, think of how lame the name Army is if you put it on me. And this guy pulls it off because he's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I mean, as we get into the documentary, we'll tell you
What
like.
made me mental?
I mean,
Well, do you
His
know he
looks.
played? You know he
His
played the
looks.
Lone Ranger. You know he played the Lone Ranger next to a Johnny Depp Tonto.
didn't realize that.
Wondering if those guys dabble. Because I'll tell you what, you could definitely get on. You can get Johnny Depp to put on some vampire necklaces and rings and come over and eat a person's like thorax or whatever.
Oh my God, Johnny Depp probably loves spooky pussy.
But not spooky pussy. It's just like
I'm saying having it in a spooky way.
Oh yeah,
Putting
for sure.
pussy on a spooky plate.
He goes, would you like to carve off your own piece of leg of this beautiful woman?
Sorry if you don't like the wolves howling. It's an album I just bought. It's actual wolves and they're in heat.
Buddy, if I say one cross thing to a girl, especially in early dating, how much I would think that would go. Do you know what I mean?
Dude, I've walked.
I'd be afraid to be like,
I've
hey,
walked-
I really like my balls sucked. I'd be like, she'd be like, ew, what's wrong with you? This guy's like, I want to come over, I want to eat your left tit, and they're like, all right.
They just thought he was kinky. Even when they're interviewing him, they're like, I just thought he was kinky.
Well, he liked them hot, and he liked them
Mental.
dumb.
I mean, he got the first girl. So it's through the story of the documentary starts with a woman that he dated, that Armie Hammer dated.
Mhm.
And it kind of just starts with him being like, I want you to give control to me.
Again, I'm not casting accusations here. I'm just saying from accusations that have been made or things that have been seen and stuff. What I found disturbing about this, I think is the reason I called you guys first to watch it. So we went through when the last accusations to Dalia,
Yeah.
and if those were real, when they released all those texts,
Yeah.
they're identical to this. Not eating you, but ownership.
Well, the whole part
ownership, control. You're doing something you don't want to do because you want to please me. It's very odd.
Well, he also would
rich kid shit, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, this is like dynasty rich. So we were explaining the family, but the family, Arm & Hammer was like a billionaire oil tycoon, and then he has his sons, and of course, it's like classic mafia son shit. It's when you have a super powerful, successful dad, the next generation, crazy or stupid. You're going to get one of those things. I always love that in the mafia where it's like the most powerful guy and then his son's like, hey, I shot a guy in the leg. They're always like fuck ups, like John Gotti Jr. and shit. That he would always blunder it in some way.
I think there's a lot of stories of wealth, like wealthy families inbreeding with the idea that they don't want to separate the bloodline. Like it's that crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they're that wealthy. They're like.
Well, they are. I mean, the aunt that's being interviewed.
Yeah.
The whole time, doesn't eventually she say like,
there's
not
abuse.
A spoiler alert, she was like sexually abused.
I mean that is it's like a. I think that
wasn't like Army Hammers like this guy, the one we're talking about, the main guy. Wasn't his dad though? Didn't he try to go a little off the family sing and be a little like long hair kind of hippie-ish guy? It's been a few weeks since I've watched it.
Yeah,
but he was trying to go a little bit different. And then his dad was like, "You want to be rich and in the family?" Then he just like cut his hair and started wearing suits all the time. Right?
Well, he was
like, "Get back here, you fucking asshole."
No, because remember, her dad partied. Her dad just partied with all those people and would have those people over and party. And she said her brother was close to the grandfather, the Arm & Hammer. Because Arm & Hammer was like, oh, this kid wants to get in the business. Because you're saying, like, yeah, he like did it for a little bit.
Was it Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
Was his dad.
That's Arm & Hammer's dad. And in the movie, they profile like he
but
was.
They show him being like hippie-ish almost. Like cool, like beard, long hair.
Partying with the sister. Him and the sister get along. And then he goes into the business.
And then so as I said, the dad kind of called him back to the place and he was like, all right, enough.
But not his dad, because his dad was like, because his dad would like party. His dad would like, remember his parents break up and then she's like, I went to live with him and people, it's like that stereotypical thing.
Oh, like orgies and shit?
Yeah, where she would wake up as a kid to go get breakfast and there would just be people sleeping in the living room naked. And she was like, her dad shot a gun at her at one party, like next to her, and she just went upstairs and hid.
Like, I didn't hit you.
Yeah, and so he's like,
he goes, I'm a crack shot. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. I love you. Come down for dinner.
This girl's partying like Jenny Gump when she's 9. She's just on a balcony holding the ledge.
She's like in Freebird.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's super fucked up. And what they start doing is showing how this money, just is corrupt and they're into fucked up shit, but it goes through the story of Arm & Hammer meeting these girls. It starts with one girl he met at a bar, and then it was like, what's crazy about this documentary, what really surprised me?
Not one ugly girl in his life ever.
Not 1 6.
He didn't fuck one girl that had anything above 3% body fat.
It's that the girls
and above.
The girl's telling the story, and she's like, and then it's COVID. And you're like, it was just that long ago? And she's like, so COVID hit. It was like June of 2020. That's when she met him. And this whole documentary is open. That's not that long ago at all. And she's like,
blowing my mind, dude. I couldn't get a chubby chick to try anal. This guy's got 11s letting him fucking cut pieces of their skin off.
Yeah, do kabuki theater with their fucking, whatever this old school.
Shibari?
It's Shibari, that's what it is. Shibari.
Do you know why I know that? Only because I interviewed a porn star before named Kelly Shibari. It's a chubby, an ever elusive chubby Asian.
Okay.
And I just heard that name and I was like, oh, I wonder. When I heard that in the documentary, I'm like, oh, I wonder if Kelly Shibari, if that last name is for Japanese rope tying. She's Asian.
Yeah.
So like, maybe.
Maybe. So in the documentary, you meet a girl. The first girl you date, that's the first interview, is a girl from she met at a bar. She runs she does like a hot girl job. Mm-hmm. She's like, I run a cosmetic thing on Instagram, and
totally.
I make millions.
Yeah. I'm a vibe curator for Hooters.
Yeah.
So hot.
She goes, I just come in and make sure everyone's chill, and then I'm out.
Can I tell you what I didn't get over with her?
What?
And I never did at all. Her nostrils are so disproportionate. Like one.
Damn, dude. I forgot. I love that I love
it's
Project.
Over to the side.
I love Project One Way.
You're not going to unsee this when I show it to you.
Jay.
When I show this to you, you're not going to unsee it.
That's what I'm saying. You can strike them down so fast.
I mean, yeah, if you could find the girl who's talking.
So that's her right there. But, oh my God. Dude. Oh my God.
Didn't even have to see anywhere particular. Just go.
Oh my God. Dude,
Botch nose job. One's closed. One's 3 times the size of the other one.
Maybe she just Afrined the left.
She only
nostril.
affirms the left.
I only affer in the left, but yeah, or that might be a deviated septum.
Can't unsee it. And by the way, you're like, well, that must have happened. He must have done something crazy and beat her nostril shut.
He
Turns
shoved a cucumber up my left nostril.
He widened it to the point of ridiculousness.
It's like a gauge piercing. It just hangs there.
They say it's going to close up a little more in a few years.
No, it's just noodle skin.
Can't not see it.
It's crazy. I didn't even fucking notice
And
that.
every picture of her, and then they show videos of her and him together in the car. Still had it. I bet he told her about it too, and that's why she had insecurity and was gonna let him fucking bite her clit off.
She goes, all right, you can tie me up, dude. That hurts. He goes, you sure? You wanna take a breath on it? But he's got hot guy white sweater energy.
In through half nose, out the mouth.
He goes, do you remember when I took you to that seaside yoga and you could only do half the exercises?
Hey, you want to bite that septum off and move it over?
He's got white wool sweater energy.
Oh, dude, for sure.
And they always show him in that turtleneck.
Mm-hmm. Of course they do.
Which makes him look super evil. It's perfect for the documentary.
He
just looks like a fucking evil rich kid.
His hair grows with a perfect side part.
Yeah.
For sure.
I told you this in the text because I was incensed after watching this. If I texted any of the shit he texted, the SWAT would have broken down my door.
Oh,
5 minutes after.
Yeah.
I wish we had time codes because there's specific
good-looking
texts where he's like, I want you all to me. I want you to be my pet, control you, feed you. That was the funniest one.
You could probably find YouTube videos that have it all concise.
I want to feed you,
or
you.
Or an article.
It's so gross.
But he would text, and it's just crazy that it's these girls, just these hot girls that wear their jackets over their shoulders.
Just so you know, this is the only one that has a grotesque nose. The rest of them are fine. Call me, baby.
I love it. I go, do you know that Jay and Christine broke up and he's dating the girl from the Army Hammer documentary?
The freaky nostrils chick? Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah. He says he
said he doesn't really care at all. He just played the game, dude.
He just did
Ever since Jay went on that camping trip with Mystery.
Yeah.
He's taken to large hats.
He gets into ropes.
Super into Shibari.
He's into road trips and ropes. He keeps saying that he met her at the cantina in Star Wars.
Super into Shibari. Did Lily James and Armie Hammer have an affair? He wishes, dude. That was the Pam Anderson girl.
Texting someone to say, I need to drink your blood.
That's what I mean. Don't answer anymore. Or no one ever writes back and goes, are you joking? And it's like, no, because he didn't even have to do one of these, like, fucking around, drink your blood. Welcome to drink your blood. I'm doing like a Dracula thing.
Yeah, I don't know, Bram Stoker in your ass.
They all just go like, they're like, okay.
They're rationalizing.
Or they're like,
yeah, he's like, I'm going to boil your foot and make broth out of it. And they're like, cool, so
they
you want to rent a movie or something?
And this noise is in the documentary a lot, but it really is always like something fucked up where he's like, I'm gonna stab your spleen with a fencing sword. And then it comes back and it goes, he, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what the fuck?
You're so hot when you text like a psychopath.
I love that. He and I know that it was he, and they say in the documentary he was very good at getting control on these women. And like
they'd go meet his parents
after
he would take him to meet his mom.
All of them. He met all of them went to meet mom.
Like, and mom's part of the game. She's so warped that the mom just doesn't even say, like, what is it all? It's like, hey, we're doing that part. All right, we're at this part of the routine where I take him to dinner because they're starting to freak out, Ma, about the making steaks out of their insides.
So I got to do the Shibari shuffle. I gotta take her to a nice steak dinner with you. We got to wine and dine. Ma, we got to work this.
Got to do the hammer toss to you.
Yeah. Here comes Mama Hammer.
Here goes Mama Hammer. She goes, oh, my son and his vivid imagination.
They are stereotypically.
She has to say like sweet things like that. She goes, oh, you are so pretty. I could just eat you up.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, Ma, feed more than that.
Yes, I would tie you like a precious package.
Oh, I'd like to shibari you into all kinds of sexual positions.
So this is an article from the Sun, UK Sun. That's who we're attributing it to. And they said that he texted, I need to drink your blood. In another exchange. I'm going to be so naughty and kinky with you. Dude, me saying that and not immediately laughing at it I'm gonna be so naughty and kinky with you. What am I saying? I would immediately, but he's just got that hot rich guy energy.
He did not hold back.
He was a truest villain in the sense that
I don't think he understood technology.
No, he just sent
I
stuff.
don't think he thinks this is going to last forever.
Also, no, I don't even think it's that. I think he's so rich and he's so privileged and such a fucking psycho that there's no speed limit. Life for him is just an Autobahn. It's like, I'm going to go so fast and bite bitches and tie them up.
Dude, you know, it's funny. Do you think it was funny? Like, Christine got upset at one point and then like understood it when I was saying like if like someone random person sent like a tit picture or something to me in like DMs and she'd see that right back like I'm like, damn, that's the hottest thing ever. She'd be like, it's the hottest thing ever. It's the hottest thing. And I'm like, what do you want me to say? I go, I promise you, I texted that with such little. Like, what do you say when someone sends you a picture of their titties? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're reading that goes, I need to eat your entire body. There's like writing back. Like, I wonder if he's writing that as that he's so used to saying that the girl's like, I really am excited to see you tonight.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to eat your entire body. He goes, all right, unpause this game.
Yeah.
Fucking damn, dude.
Yeah, where he goes like this. He's like,
Come on, Arizona Diamondbacks.
How is that a fumble? How is that a bloop bloop? And it comes through. And he goes,
He's going,
I want to tie you up and then have strangers fuck you to prove your worth to me. You're my little pet. Oh, you know what? Says Seamless is right around the corner. Those soup dumplings.
Ooh, I love those soup
I
dumplings.
got raw meat coming from a butcher.
I'm going to boil you and keep your skull and continue to have sex with that.
Here's my question.
Send. He goes, send. So, damn, it says this. That asterisk.
LOL.
LOL.
But it also is.
There is no text corrections on a text like that, though. I want to eat your face. Yeah, he goes, I want to eat your fuzz off. He goes, face, asterisk.
I can't wait to be covered in your blue blood, asterisk.
Goddamn autocorrect.
and then the emoji with the guy with his hand on his face. Oh, no. Yeah.
Threats of cannibalism followed by the hokey, like, LOL.
What am I doing?
LMAFO, neighbor just farted, heard it through the wall.
Ew. Meme.
I need to touch every part of you, inside and out. I want to bite pieces off of you. Oh. Another message read, you just live to obey and be my slave. I'll own you. That's my soul, my brain, my spirit, my body. Unpause. Okay, let's go. Come on, Chiefs.
Or he's even doing
Come on, Mahomes. You got this.
Or he's doing a crossword puzzle. For a cross.
Yeah.
Wife
played Lily Munster on the original Munsters.
Wife of Bob Dole. Is that Elizabeth Dole?
Liz? 4 letters?
4 letters. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. I'm going to fuck your ass and then make a milkshake out of it.
So I'm gonna make a hat out of your left tit.
They basically show that he has this process of like meeting women, love bombing them, getting them to like really just not like she said it was nonstop communication.
Yeah, and then the first time the girl goes like, "This is getting a little weird." The things you're suggesting, he's like, "Oh, was that weird? I'm sorry. Let's get back to that later. Put a pin in that. You got to meet my mom." Yeah, and then they have to fly to Houston.
Come to my friend's motel and do yard work.
No, deserted motel. It's like a movie set or something that they let him use.
It's
used in movies, I think.
Okay, his friend owns a motel, and it was like,
but it's dilapidated. It's empty.
Well, that girl was like, we were fixing it up.
Yeah.
And do you think he just comes and nails a couple shingles each time with a girl?
Yes, he does. By the way, because he also, do you see, am I wrong about this? Didn't he also take almost the same picture at that motel with every girl?
Where it's like him.
It's like them, like it's like a selfie with the motel in the
background. It's both of them dusty and sexy.
Yes, it is. You're right. They're wearing, she has like a bandana around her neck.
Yeah. She's like, we were out there. And it also is, he's a predator. So he knows how to hunt. But he's like, you know what I mean? He really is a predator in the sense that he gets these super hot girls that just can be like, do 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 do. Oh, yeah. And he's like, do you want to go on a sexy adventure?
I wish he had a Dahmer like confession session, because I don't think he's like fessed up to any of this. He just kind of dipped out.
He goes, that's crazy. I actually have to go to the Bahamas. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's like dipped out and and bailed and is just not going to come back. But
and then the documentary is like, he wouldn't be in the documentary. You're like, you think?
Because I don't think I'd love to hear his thing where it was like, because it's, I mean, the guy's clearly, I don't know if he's a sociopath, but you don't have to like talk to, you almost have to hear him speak to find out more about this.
Study him.
But I mean, if he's not a sociopath, like I wonder if he's just blankly not over putting thought into it. If he feels some sort of guilt now for that, like redoing the same thing every time, or if he's just like, no, it's my game to get this far. Or if he was really like, I like this girl, but these are my moves. You know what I mean? I got to take him to the old dilapidated motel. I got to take him something with a horse on a motorcycle, road trip.
That's like
bite, mom.
Bite, mom. He like does it like you're remembering a set list.
Yeah.
He goes intro.
Doing the bite stuff, the mom thing.
I go intro. I love bomb, love bomb, love bomb. I get him to get into ropes. I show him the ropes. I don't use them.
I want
Bring it back.
Push back on you both here because I don't think it was this slow build-up process. In fact, this 10 with the fucked up nose, Jay.
Yeah, that really is a haggard nose.
I mean, it starts out, they meet at the bar, but then she goes on a trip to New York, and then he texts her photos of himself at her apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Outside.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
She was in the Hamptons.
And then she goes on a date with him.
Yeah. And he
like,
goes,
why are you in my house? Why are you in my building?
And he left her a note that said, I'm going to bite you.
Oh, he got inside her place?
He went to her building and left a note. So when she got back, it wasn't like in her apartment.
No, but I mean, yeah, he took photos of
he drove to her house.
Building,
outside the building. Yeah.
Left notes. It's crazy.
If any of my friends came to my house when I wasn't there, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. This is a picture of your building.
If Vecchione was like, hey, I'm at your building, I'd be like, oh, what are you doing there in that neighborhood? And if he was like, I just came to your building, I'd be like, I don't think we could be friends anymore.
Do you think this chick went for it because she's not getting enough air to her brain through only one nostril?
They open it up and that's when she had the moment where
she had a speculum. They put a speculum in her nostril. She's like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Did I almost let a guy bite my tit off?
They put a stent.
Oh, Jesus. Just cram a straw up there. Oh.
It's
like a tracheotomy.
Oh, it's all flowing out of me. All the stupidity. I mean.
Imagine you send a picture of a girl's apartment to them.
And they think it's
looking forward to our date.
I'll be here when you get back.
Black Luke, in the documentary, go a little bit far. See what she's talking about right here. And we should get her name. You know, it's like, I just hit play.
I was 30. She's 22.
Oh, this is
I
after.
know how it is in the beginning. And I just I knew.
This is like episode 2.
She looks so happy.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Here's the thing. That picture has been redone with every girl.
Is she shirtless? It's just him in a cowboy hat. Like, can you believe these women are going to let me beat the shit out of them?
That's the same with that Orlando Bloom thing where he's kayaking naked. I'm like, I don't want to do naked activities at all.
I don't want to sit down shirtless around you.
If they say to me, like, this is something, there's no chance of paparazzi or anybody, I go, nope.
But didn't you say he had a giant dong?
It's
a good hanger.
It's nice. It's pretty. It's like him.
It's a good hanger for what it is. We don't know where it goes, but I mean,
you're right.
It's got a gonzo nose for being soft. You know what I mean? It really it bends down. It's nothing you're like, oh, it's not like when they see like Chris Brown or The Game or we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
I was out. I didn't see it.
It was all large penises.
Yeah.
I think he's got the confidence of just a guy that, I don't even know if it is confidence. It might just be the thing we were talking about where he's a predator and he just knows how to play these women.
And he's got all the resources to do it.
He's like bottomless money.
He's just up at a club right there, invisible, like the predator. He's like, she's like, what the hell are you? When he's tying her up.
Yeah, I have to hunt you in this weird abandoned. By the way, if someone was taking me to an abandoned motel, I'd be like, well, this is where I've come to die.
Yeah. How do you go to... But hot girls think abandoned motels and they think it's a music video where the door's going to be open and a white sheet's going to be blowing through the door as a guy fucks her by holding her lower back.
Very possible.
Instead, he's busting out fucking wet ropes to tie you up.
Where's the lighting guy? No, this is not a...
He also has
Are we putting a suitcase on top of a car? Why do you have rope?
He has the occupation to do this also because who has the time to take 6 weeks off and hang at a motel
and then go pretend to be be a Southern gentleman in a movie,
yeah.
And then he comes back and then just does it again. It's such like rich kid. It always sucks when you find out artists you like grew up rich.
I know,
because there's a part that you're like, oh man, so you were basically just like you could go take all the shots you could.
Yeah,
it was never
Kroll,
really
well, it's always surprising. I mean, not that I don't think it's registered necessarily in his comedy at all, but I was surprised to find like Nick Kroll's grew up very wealthy. His dad's like a major player in
security
Black
firms.
Ops or something.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Rosebud Baker, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah, her grandpa. But there's people where I'm not
even saying this makes them. Those are two people I actually like.
We always
I'm
used
just
to
saying I didn't know.
When we were in college, my buddy always would joke around. He's like, ruin Eminem's music if you found out he actually grew up rich.
Right. Well, people
Sumner said it'd be a 16th birthday party and he's drinking Pepsi in crystal glasses.
People
in a
say
Mercedes.
Kid Rock. People
No,
say
he did.
Kid Rock.
Yeah, Kid Rock grew up. His dad
wealthy.
His dad owned car dealerships. Wealthy.
Really?
Yeah. And then when he was
Jim Rock Chevrolet.
Yeah. I'm Jim Rock, and I'm going to put you in a new Subaru.
Jim Rock?
But it's also a crusty.
Jim Rock Chevrolet was him.
It's a crusty one like Hyundai. You're like, oh, man. You Saturn?
Saturn. It's
You
great.
Saturn with plastic fucking
They still
body?
rocking Saturns?
I don't know.
Do they make new Saturns or are they done yet?
I thought they recycled
They're done?
them all. They
Saturn's
are?
finished.
Dude, I could dent a
I had a
Saturn by
Saturn.
looking at it.
Dude, the outside was made of toy guns. It was so.
Dude, you could dent a Saturn so easy. If you have a Saturn and you are any skirmish in traffic.
I had a Saturn with roll down windows.
Did you have that green color that they all were?
Always the green. Yes, it was the green.
I actually like that color. But
every neon was that color, and every goddamn Saturn was that color with a gray interior.
Yeah, and every Jetta was gray.
I saw a Jetta.
Silver.
I saw a lot of silver Jettas.
God, hot girls always drove Jettas.
And rabbits.
Yeah.
Volkswagen Rabbits.
Dude, bring up the Saturn. I forgot about the Saturn.
It'd be run as a separate company with its own car development. It was folded into GM's small car operations in '94.
Oh, now it's a kiosk.
That's it. 2010. Shut down.
You got if you pulled ass with a Saturn, you have game.
I fucked in the back of my Saturn.
Nice. 2-seater?
Sure.
Did you have a 4-door or 2-door?
4-door. No, go to the sedans.
Yeah, the sedans, dude. Where they are, they look like those little
I'll
space cars.
show you the exact one it was. It's that red one, but green.
Yeah, there it is. Everyone had that That was great. That was the Saturn. Then they tried to update it a little bit, but they really wanted it to make it look like a spaceship when they first came out.
Well, it's funny when they make. I understand the high-end companies going electric, but it is funny when you see the commercial for exactly. It's like the new electric, like Hyundai or something.
Yeah.
You're like, if you're gonna get electric,
might as well get
don't do a Hyundai.
Yeah, I remember
Hyundai's made some nice looking cars now.
I remember my mom.
I got to be nice to Hyundai.
When Joe lived with me and my mom, and it was peak me hating him.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I'm gonna get a new car." He used to have a Mazda M3 or Mazda. You know what I mean?
2-seater.
Yeah, it was 2-seater. Exactly. When I broke my shoulder, he drove.
It's like a garbage Corvette.
It's the kind of seat. Yeah, and it's the kind of seats where it would show your pussy if you were wearing a mini
bucket.
Yeah,
those buckets.
Those bucket seats. That's exactly it. He had a black one, and I remember I broke my shoulder, and he drove me to the hospital. And I was like, "Ow, ow!" And it was just a piece of shit car. I hated that car, but then he's like, "I'm gonna get a new car," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because I was learning how to drive. I was like maybe 14 or 15, and I was like, "Hell yeah, you should get a cool car." And he went to the dealership, and I was at work, and I got home, and he bought a fucking Subaru Outback.
Oy.
And he pulled up, and I went, "Did you buy a?"
Me and your mom are lesbians now.
That's what I said, and I got in trouble.
Oh, really?
He pulled up in a
I'm
Subaru,
sorry.
and I go, "You got a lesbian limousine?" And he went, "Fuck you." Dude, he was so mad. I went, "Dude, you got a Subaru?" I was so mad.
When I first met Kurt, him and his
so-
girlfriend, the car, it was her car, but the car they had was an ugly blue beat up Subaru. They called it the Blue Baru.
Yeah, the Blue
And it really
Baru.
was just like, are we going to make it in this thing?
Oh my God, it felt so open. It felt like a go-kart. It was so open when you were in the inside.
Oh, of
I didn't like
course.
it. Fucking Joe. I had to go to, and he got a standard. He didn't even get an automatic. So I was like,
You got a stick shift Subaru Outback?
Stick shift Subaru, dude. I
Damn,
fucking
dude.
hated that guy because it was cheaper. He's fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
they were cheaper. My mom, we always did that. We were
Yeah.
stick shift until I left.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up driving a stick shift.
Until I left the house, I was stick shift.
When I bought the Stratass when I was 16 or 17, I was 17 when I got the Stratass because that's when I moved out.
Yeah.
And that was automatic, and I was like, I could smoke so much weed now while I drive.
Hell yeah. Oh, and then we had
so hard to fucking
Carla's dad gave us a car. So funny. He was just like, yeah, I'm not, they like changed the price on him or something like that, and he was just like, so you guys just have it until they figure it out. And then just one day in my house, I saw a tow truck pull up.
No.
But I saw it. Thank God. I was like smoking like by my thing. Remember that house?
Yeah.
With the sliding doors in the kitchen?
Yeah. There we go smoke on the side of the house.
Yeah. It was, I was like right by there watching the computer stuff or whatever. And I saw it happening. I ran outside. Dude, tow truck drivers are so on edge.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're going to get like...
They're basically stealing
the
cars.
The repo people are, yeah. So he pulls up there and I go, oh, hey, man, this is my car. And he goes, what's up, dude? What's up? And I was like, oh, no, you're getting the wrong energy. I go, can I just take my stuff out of it? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, yeah, we knew this day was coming. So
that's so funny. He's like, what's up? Fucking make a move. Make a move, cowboy. Make a move, cowboy.
No shit, man.
I should have been a tow truck driver.
I
walk around on that edge all the time.
I never overthought when me and Kurt and our girls lived with a repo guy, and we had a big green, huge, high wooden fencing, like planks of plywood was around the house with a chain lock.
I remember that.
Every time we went,
I remember you telling me about that.
Every time we went into but my first place in New York at all. Every time you went in, you had to undo a padlock, chain, re-padlock when you're inside.
Dude, you could have got.
And then when you go inside, it was just like this Queens, like Astoria house, like single home, but it was surrounded by like drug dealers, Mercedes Benzes and shit. And it was like, are they coming back for him? And that was like the fear all the time.
You could have had a zombie attack and been all right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If the undead would have came for you, then
nobody was coming. Nobody was breaking into the apartment ever. However, outside, my Saturn got robbed 3 times.
Did you ever? I remember when I lived in Tucson. I lived north of the city. My buddy like bought a house, and so I lived with him. And my car got towed because I parked in the wrong place. Mm-hmm. And I had to go out to like the desert and get it at a tow yard. And people that work at tow yards,
they hate you for some reason before you get there.
They hate you. Well, they know
I've never been so more prejudged in my life than going to a tow place.
A good defense is a great offense. So they just make you think that you're the biggest piece of shit. I just remember this lady.
Well, maybe don't forget your seatbelt ticket then. Come on.
I just remember this lady was she was great big frat girl.
Yeah, for sure.
But she had those like sun-stained titties, and she was in a black tank top. She had a necklace that said Angel, and she had glitter on her tits.
Why wouldn't she?
And we're talking about it's maybe 11:30 in the morning, and I got a ride.
That might be last night's glitter tits.
I got a ride out there, and I'm like, yeah, my Dodge Stratus got towed off Ina Road, and she was like, where's your registration? I was like, well, it's in the car.
You're like, I'm not Mexican.
And she's like,
that registration.
She goes, where's your registration? I go, it's in the car. And she's like, I can't give it to you until you show me the registration. I go, but the registration is in the car. You took the car. She's like, yeah, I need to see your registration.
Didn't go into the car.
Dude, it took me talking to her manager, for me to be like, can I go get the registration with my license and show you?
Were they trying to kill time in their day? Because it seems like something that will always
have
to be the case. Like they had to be playing like a 2-man game on you.
It felt like an
They were like
Costello.
Hammer and his mom. They were like Army Hammer and his mom. They were working you together. Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, where's your registration? Where everybody's is in their car.
They're like,
he goes, well, this is a weird thing. You can't get to your car, and I need the thing that's in your car. He goes, looks like we own this car now.
You know what she pulled on me? She said, you should keep a copy at home. I was like, who? No one ever told me to do that. I didn't know that was a thing. But she really was. She had such an energy of like, get past me.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get your car. Because I remember fucking driving out of that place being like,
you were covered in glitter and sweat.
I was like, oh, you fucking bad bitch. You really milked me. You really milked these beans. But no, I remember
Maybe we can work something out, young man.
I'm Jabba, you're Leia. It's just me in a little metal Euro underwear.
You mind
just
if I
chained
cough
to
through
her.
a Virginia Slim while you go down on me?
I go,
Maybe we could find your registration after I come on your face.
but yeah, dude, it
Miss,
sucks.
don't call it coming on my face,
Can
please.
you please not?
What do you want to call it? I get a nut off on your face?
I wanna
Miss, please.
I want to dribble on your chin.
I don't like when girls use fucking
Cum?
No, it's like dude term. I think Christine calls like masturbation for herself jerking off.
Yeah, no.
Like she's here.
You got to get her into Shibari, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Christina Shibari and then forget to unshibari her.
I left Christina at home Shibari'd.
Guys, where's Christine? Oh shit!
Can
she's
you look
hanging.
up-
She's hanging from the ceiling in the tub.
Can you look up Shibari? It's Shibari.
No, Shabari.
Yeah.
It's something with that only people
Shit.
with
Yeah,
a
Japanese
lot of
barns, there
time
it is.
have the time to
Or
look
money.
yeah.
It's like everyone in middle school went
Ridiculous.
to Washington D.C. if you could afford it. That was like the big trip. Rich kids like this went to like Japan to learn
Shibari.
Shibari.
No, this is for bondage only. This is like
Well, in the documentary, they show that every girl they talked to was like he brought it up, would talk about it. It really sounded like a real life version of 50 Shades of Grey.
oh yeah.
And then, but he would just beat these women and be like, "No, this is BDSM." And then in the third episode, spoiler alert, in
Was
the
he
third
beating them up too?
I mean, he's like bruising them and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the third episode, they bring in a dominatrix and she's like, "That's yeah, he was just abusing them. That's zero to do with BDSM. It's all about."
Oh, I do remember that. She was like, "This isn't BDSM. Is like not a surprise."
No, they agree.
Oh, didn't he like surprise anal them too?
I think the main
Always?
girl. I think the girl with the nostril was like, he did. She didn't say it. She said he did something to me that I wasn't comfortable with,
Yeah.
which is
I haven't
basically
even
like
done that with somebody. Blah blah blah.
I hadn't done that with somebody, which is surprise anal.
What if they were like, "Why did you fuck her ass?" Without asking her, he goes, "Well, her right nostril was too small," and then everybody high fives.
They pound him.
He goes,
Just
"Well, her
give
right
her-
nostril was too tight to fuck." Hey.
Ew, this guy's a dog. You're
This guy
a
gets it.
dog.
By the way, he also on their getaway at the motel, he took her to Harbor Freight and went to the rope aisle
Oh
to pick
yeah.
out rope.
He just went to Home Depot to
She
be like.
freaked out and
He was
laughed.
like, "Let's go see what ropes they got."
Yeah. He goes,
If you
should
go to Home Depot with a man that you're not living with, engaged to, or married, run. If you're just fucking a guy and he's like, "Do you want to go to Home Depot with me?" Unless he's a contractor
Yeah,
and he does that shit for work. If
Hey,
he's
sir,
a rich,
sir, do you work here? Good. He goes, which size framing nail would pierce the skin but not hit an organ?
hey, he goes, okay, I see you're
Okay,
trying to get a
all right.
stiff nut.
He goes, oh. He goes, "Are you getting into some light shibari? Well, let me see here. You're going to need these right here. Pretty good."
You notice he's playing with his nipples that have nipple rings in through his Home Depot shirt. He goes, "Ooh."
No, he has to move his those back brace suspenders off to the side and start cranking nip.
He goes, "You know what, dude? I would go into the toilet aisle. What we do is we have a great slave dom toilet where you could shit right in her mouth if you're into scatological play.
It's called the bottomless toilet.
We call it the Tijuana mudslide. That's just our name in-house for it. Yeah, dude. He would do this, and you're right. He's so hot that he would just throw it out there, and they're like, "Okay." I can't
He
convince.
had one of those faces too with his bright blue eyes that when the girls be like, "I don't know, this is freaking me out. You're trying to eat my flesh," and he just goes,
Ting.
"Come on."
Yeah, he just
Like-
gives it.
Like,
He gives her puss in boots.
yeah.
Makes his eyes big. Like,
She's like, "I don't know." He goes, "You're complaining about me?" He goes, "I don't make such a noise when you snore crazy loud through that tiny nostril, do I?"
Oh, I don't know. Maybe every night with you sounds like a Black Hawk helicopter's crashing. So, I got to live through Black Hawk Down every fucking night.
I bet that girl looked at every other picture, that same exact picture of him out in the woods,
Yeah, with
or
the
in
other-
the desert with the girl, and looked at it and checked all their nostrils. She goes, "Symmetrical nostrils." That's
Son
what
of a
this guy's.
bitch.
That's where I fell short.
Yeah.
The second girl is looks exactly like her, but 8 years younger and with a perfect nose.
Yeah.
And then that girl said, she said the thing is he does this. He like comes in your life because I didn't realize it started in June with the main girl that's giving the story, which by the way,
Who was
what
the
is her
sex
name?
worker girl that was like in an
That was
Instagram room?
Yeah, they did like an Instagram. Look up the main victim, the girl interviewing this. His name is Victoria.
Nostrils?
Yeah. I don't know. I think we should give her a biker name like Nostrils.
I bet. Can you do me a favor, Lou? Before you look anything up, can you go? Who is the girl in House of Hammer? Uneven nostrils.
You just want to Google that.
Can't be the only person. But now I do like that if somebody else does it, it'll be purple.
Dude, I really hope
it'll fill in.
It'd be so funny if you uneven nostril.
Courtney Vukovic.
Damn, dude, Google really is fucking mean. Google came back. It was like, oh, I know.
I know what you're talking about, dude. Courtney Vukovic. They are weird.
100%. If she listened to this episode, and then there's that moment where you're like in LA, and she comes up and she goes, "Hey," and pushes you. She goes, "Look at these nostrils. They're even now." And then you guys start kissing.
Ooh.
She goes, "Shut, you fucking dick."
I always wait for that too. When they go, when people say you're being a bully, it's like that's a bully move. He goes, "This girl wouldn't fuck me if I lost 100 pounds." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm taking the shot early. Fuck that weird nose. Go to her modeling pictures. Weird nostrils. Go all the way to. No, you can't see on that one. Go back to the other page.
You just get a bunch of fans of girls.
All the way to the right, second row.
A bunch of girls that were enemies of her in middle school. And they're like, "By the way, Jay, we've been running the uneven nostrils play since fucking."
Look at those uneven I can even tell you from that picture that's a flipped picture. Because wrong nostril's small. Unless that septum floats.
I love that they make him look like he's just a fucking sexy grizzled man.
Oh, I know. Yeah, this guy's certainly
Every-
even the Ted Kaczynski beard. This guy pulls it.
I mean,
yeah,
my
he's got
God.
5 different great looks.
Oh,
damn, those nostrils are disturbing. I just can't get past them. I would though.
What if you were the? What if
It'd be
you
so
were
funny.
friends?
She goes, "You wouldn't get past them." He goes, "I would immediately, and I'd kill anyone who said it about you if you were mine."
I will hunt and kill for you. I will be your slave.
You are so beautiful. I don't even fucking care about.
You
those
can put
nostrils
cigarettes
at
out of my
all.
back.
Yeah, you are perfection. I am garbage. He
He
goes, "Jay, what's it with that girl you're dating with the weird nostrils? What is weird about him? You piece of shit."
You punch me in the throat.
Say something.
I go,
It was the thing you said before at the show.
That's before we fell in love, dude.
yeah, that's before she became my angel.
Have you had that? Have you had someone show you like broing out and be like, "Dude, look at this chick's asshole. Look how she lets me put my hand in her asshole," and then 3 months later, you're like, "We're in love and dating each other now."
She, with him, oh fuck, I forgot the point I was gonna make about him. Where he
Like
would just like
Kaczynski
turn him back
beard.
in. He would just like turn him in. He'd like use him like a library. He'd be like, "All right, I've tied this one up and ate her. Can I have a new one?"
Yeah, you give them up and walk away completely. And it's like, and that's what I'm saying. And then start over.
That's what it was.
And then start over the process again.
I wonder if there's friends of his that like just didn't know what he was doing or whatever. But then when that came out and they're like, "Son of a bitch, I didn't know he was doing that. Who's the main interview?" They go, Courtney, and they go, "Oh, nostrils."
Oh, nostrils.
Just one guy knows her
if
as
anyone
that.
was going to talk.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't Mousy. They've all got different names for him.
Oh, nostrils. Yeah.
He was married too. Did he? And he did. In the
Was he?
documentary, they said that he didn't do this to his ex-wife.
Well, come on, dude. You have to kiss your kids.
Yeah, only you gumas.
Can't bite her mouth off when she has to feed your kids.
I got to munch on my guma.
He married her 2 years after they started dating in 2008. When did they break up? Was it because of this?
Well, he was. I think he was cheating on his wife with Courtney.
Damn, dude, he has kids.
Yeah, he's got 2 kids.
Oh, that's brutal to find this out about your dad.
Yeah. Well, dude, when they
Man,
find out about
Louis C.K. should really direct his kids to this story, not pay attention to this thing.
yeah, he goes, "Hey, remember Army Hammer? That was nuts."
He goes, "Dad, did you really like whack it off front?" He goes, "Yeah, but I asked and everything." He goes, "That's different. This guy here almost bit that girl with the freaky nose off."
The hand up.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.